walking tightrope, say the lightning like how you move. I would swim across the ocean.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are bouncing all around the house and I'm going to be doing a little cleaning reset, but I also want to just declutter. I'm not going to be decluttering like super specific areas, but like I know I want to declutter our boys' rooms, our butler's pantry, just kind of like hop around and get lots of decluttering. I really want to clear out the house. And actually a big goal of mine this year is to really put into place a lot of organization, but I'm a big believer that you cannot organize a bunch of clutter. Like it's just not really going to work out. So before we go into organizing everything in a little bit, in a few weeks or in the next coming months, I really want to just fully declutter everything that I can. And I want to be more brutal like I was like a few months ago when I had my sister's help. So we have a lot to get done. Let's get into it. Also, my mother-in-law is coming in along with another family member. And so they are going to be sleeping like in some of the kids' bedrooms. So I want to get everything not only cleaned in here, I also want to like strip the beds, wash the laundry, all that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm going to start. Then we'll head back downstairs, get some cleaning, get some decluttering done. And then I think I'm actually gonna come in here and see what the kids are no longer using in their rooms so we can create a little bit more peace in these spaces, not only for my kids, but also just for the family that's visiting so that it's a more peaceful space. And then when they go home, the kids will be left with a more calm space for them as well. So we have a lot to get done. Let's go. Okay, so I feel like every time I come into my kids' room, there are so many comments like, you should not be cleaning your kids' bedrooms. And I know it's good for them to clean their spaces. And typically they do. Like, I feel like I very rarely come in and just fully clean their bedrooms for them. Oh, I can't get my clip. But also, side note, how pretty is this little claw clip? It was like a 2-pack for $4 or $5 from TJ Maxx. Whoops. I know like when my mom would go clean my room as a kid, it was just so nice because I feel like adults are able to clean your spaces, especially moms. You're able to clean spaces a lot better than definitely kids in most circumstances. And so it's nice to just like come in and have them really like reset your space, and then it's easier for you to kind of maintain it. Now, I definitely think we need to do our part of like teaching our kids all this stuff and having them do their own thing. That's why they're home still, is we can still like teach them, and we can even teach them through our own action and all that kind of stuff. So I don't just take care of my kids' rooms. Don't worry, we are teaching them to clean up after themselves, but sometimes this is just what has to be done.
Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step out into the unknown? Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me.
By the way, if you saw last week's video, it was just like a home reset I did all around the house. I had a really good technique that worked so well. It was like, I kind of talked about it in that video, so I'll link it up here, but it helped me go through the house without getting so distracted. But random note, I did like a leather conditioner. After days and days, this one finally feels okay, which is the first one I used. And then I used the second one, and this one still feels like tacky. I honestly wouldn't recommend either of them, but I just wanted to update you guys because we kind of left that one hanging, and thumbs down for me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it's no good.
Of that reality, don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another
One thing that I've just recently noticed in the past few months is I used to wipe down my fridge with my cloth, like my general purpose cloth, this little fuzzy one, and then finish it with the glass and polishing cloth. It's the best combo for stainless steel, all this stuff. It's so good. But I used to do this like every day, at least every other day, because we had little kids and there were just constant smudges all over the fridge and all over the things. It's something that I used to talk about even like in my old cleaning videos is I'm probably gonna miss the days that I'm not wiping them down all the time because my kids are old enough to not leave smudges constantly. And it's just funny because I just realized, I was like, gosh, I used to do that all the time and I don't feel like I do that anymore. And I look at my fridge and it's like, yeah, I haven't done that in the week. And I mean, there's a few fingerprints, of course, but it's not the messy, grimy like fingerprints that I used to have. And it's just funny how those things happen and you don't even realize that they're happening. Like, I listened to a little video of my son, my youngest, just from 2 years ago. And he would kind of mispronounce words. He would kind of do a soft R and just different things. And it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize he didn't say it that way anymore. I didn't realize like his voice had changed, all these things, because they happen so gradually. And it makes me really sad because, I mean, it makes me happy to watch them grow, but it makes me sad because it's like you don't even realize how quickly things just kind of are slipping through your fingers, and really just time. Time is like the biggest enemy to me. It just, everything slips away, and no matter how hard I just try to grasp, like you can never keep it. But anyway, random, not really a point to it, just like in my feels. And I'm like, I'm gonna clean the fridge. And it's like, yeah, I don't totally have to. Like there are some, but there is definitely not the fingerprints that used to be there. So anyway, if you're in that stage with your kids, if they are little and tiny and you're wiping their fingerprints off constantly, I know it sounds cliche, but enjoy it, because I'm sad right now in this moment that I don't have a ton of little tiny baby fingerprints to wipe off my fridge. Another random thing, I can no longer recommend the Better Homes and Gardens silverware that I have previously recommended. When I got them, I kept them for about a month until I shared them because I wanted to make sure that they were holding up. And they held up beautifully, like so good. But I know we had them for several months, and then it was like all of a sudden the coloring just started dissipating from them, and it was like so bizarre because they were perfect and then they just took a hard turn, and I've been so bummed about that. I'm sure it's past like the return window. I don't know if there's something I can do, like reaching out to them and letting them know, but I do want to let you guys know, like I will no longer be linking my current gold silverware. The black silverware that we had for like 5 years, maybe even 6 years previously, I love that stuff and it never discolored, and I'm so bummed about that silverware. So if I have recommended it to you and you've purchased it, I'm sorry. I did share it only when I felt like, yeah, this is really holding up really well, but it's just not that way anymore. So go with a different option. I will link below my black silverware that we had before. It's from Amazon. It's actually about this, it's close to the same price, and that one does come in gold. So I'm thinking I'm gonna order that one in gold and see how that holds up, and fingers crossed when I get that in, you guys will hear me rave about that just like I raved about my black silverware. But anyway, long story short, don't get that kind from Walmart, unfortunately. I'm so shocked because I literally don't think I found anything like that from them that I haven't been super happy with, but that one is a no-go.
Walking tightrope, say the light, and like how you.
I don't have any like big mess to clean. I just did this the other day, but there's like a little stuck on mess kind of in here. It just got cooked on a little bit. And if you use, these are like my two favorite right now, is either the Molly Suds Sink Scrub or the Green Leaf Sink and Tub Scrub. Both of these work good. I think this one's a little more affordable. And then the Molly Suds I just get from Thrive Market if you order from them. But it like just takes off any cooked on spills or any cooked on messes so easily. Like, you know how the bottom of your pans get so yucky sometimes? Well, the bottom of my caraway pans were pretty yucky the other day, and I just went through, and my mom was just like shook. Like she was so shocked how well it cleaned. So anyway, if you have a big mess, like I said, I don't have a big mess to show you guys today because I did it all the other day, but something to try out.
I would swim across the ocean to hold on for me was always missing, wishing to be yours. Hit me like some kind of vision, never been so sure.
Okay, since we're gonna be getting into allergy season, check out your local town, see if you can find, even go on Facebook Marketplace, see if you can find some local honey. I swear it does wonders. I've shared this a bunch, but also if you get pollen, sometimes the local honey places will sell pollen, and it's just like little tiny like balls of pollen. You can put it on your tongue, but it will make a big difference because the bees are pollinating the areas around you. And so then it's like you get that natural immunity to whatever's gonna bug your allergies. So anyway, I'm putting away some honey, but we just picked some up, so it reminded me. I've been making our own homemade butter and it's so good. So I'll put that reel over here on the side, or I'll link it down below or something, but it's super, super easy and so, so delicious.
When you talk to me, you know the time flies into memories. When you sing to me, baby, you're the song in a melody. I got sunshine, it's okay, it's alright. Don't be so shy, all day, all night. Yeah, I need to know, do you wanna go fast, do you wanna go slow? I could be solo, but everything's brighter when you say hello. I got sunshine, it's okay, it's alright. Don't be so shy, all day, all night. Out all summer when you're gonna get sad, all I'm saying is I want you bad. Hot sunshine, I got sunshine. Don't be so shy, I got sunshine. It's okay, it's alright.
Okay, we are going to fold the bloom towels. I've shared how to fold this in the past. I think I did a reel on it over on Instagram, but I haven't shared with you guys in a while, so I'm gonna share it with you today. First of all, bloom towels, I love them so much. They are my favorite, the best ever kitchen towel ever you will ever get. They are so good. Super absorbent, super good size. They have a little tab right here. They are double-sided with the cutest prints, and I have been able to collab with them and design my own prints. So I do have a collection currently available. My first collection is completely sold out. I'm not sure if we'll end up bringing that one back or not, but right now I do have one collection available with them that we've restocked. So I'll have that link down below, and I believe my coupon is just Amanda, and it'll get you 15% off your entire order, even if it's other towels, not my collection. Like, they have a beautiful Valentine's Day set right now. They'll be having their spring set really soon. Like, they have a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to fold the towels. I learned this actually from Bloom Towels. So what you're gonna do is you lay pretty side down. They're both pretty. You just pick your favorite. You're gonna fold a little piece underneath. Then you're going to fold it in to thirds, and then depending, and you can do this with any towel. It's really nice with bloom towels because they're like thinner, so they're not super bulky, but this is nice to store them. It takes up like no space, and it's just really nice to grab whichever one you want. Then you're gonna start folding it down little by little, and when you first do this fold, you will learn if you need to make your folds like shorter or taller, or if you need to do an extra fold, like 4 folds or 5 folds, whatever. And then you basically just put it into that pocket. And sorry, I did that one a little fast, but we have more, so I'll keep showing you the fold. Anyway, and then you are left with this cutie little envelope, and you can see the print that you want. So like, this one's a Christmas towel. I'm actually gonna pack this one up till next year. I put my favorite side down, do my little bottom fold it into thirds, fold, 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 final fold. Then you have your pocket right here, and you're going to flip it inside of itself right like that. And I swear this like does not take very long, especially once you do it the first few times. Don't do it once and be like, oh my gosh, this took so long. It's like anything, you get used to it, and then you can do it very quickly. And it's so nice because then you can just stack them up, like it can stack on itself. and you can just see exactly what you have. So there we go.
It's alright. Don't be so shy. All day, all night. I got sunshine. It's okay. It's alright. Don't be so shy. All day, all night.
Okay, we are going to get into the decluttering over there and then we'll head upstairs and get all that done. But I wanted to show you guys this. So this is, I believe, no longer available. I will check and see and I'll link it below. And it's literally $10. This is like a mini slow cooker. This is just the Beautiful brand. It's something that they have in the fall and in the winter. They have it on like a special at Walmart. One of my friends has just been so incredibly amazing. I mean, she's always so good, but she's like helped me so much lately. And so I really just wanted to do something special for her. And I had one of these extra because I got a couple for Christmas gifts. And I thought this is perfect. I love this so much because you can actually make sauces and all that kind of stuff with it. You could even make like hot cocoa, that would be so nice. But you can also do simmer pots and I love them and I think she's gonna love it too. So basically I'm just gonna make this up. The one that I'll link from Walmart is $10. This one, sometimes it's like 2 for $15 or it'll be like 2 for $20. So it's about the same price, but like I said, they don't always have this in stock. I think it's just like a specialty thing. Either way, they're really not that expensive. And this is just such like a fun gift idea. You can give it to your neighbors, you can give it to friends, you can give it as a housewarming gift, whatever. So you have your little baby mini crock pot, just like that. But to make it special, I'm gonna put what she needs to make her first simmer pot. So I'm just gonna do an orange that I have on hand into one of these little cellophane bags or whatever, the plastic baggies. You can even use a Ziploc bag if you don't have this. I just happen to have these on hand. I'm gonna pour in some cranberries. And then I'm gonna stick in my very last lone cinnamon stick. And what you're gonna do is she'll slice up this orange, pour the cranberries in, pour the cinnamon stick in, and then fill it to the top with water. And she can turn it on low or high. And it will just smell your house up so beautifully without heating everything up because it's just a small little crock pot. You don't have to worry about leaving your stove on because typically with a simmer pot, you would put it on your stove, put your stove to simmer, hence why it's called a simmer pot. Then that's going to smell up your house. So you can absolutely do that. For me and my cluttered mind that is always thinking of 1,000 things, I constantly forget that my stove is on and then I go over and I'm like, wow, it literally is trying to burn up all the water and start a fire in my house. So I instead decide to do my crock pot. It like, I don't know, it isn't an issue in the crock pot. So there we go. Literally takes you like 5 minutes to put this together. Seriously, like such a cute little gift. If you wanted to, you could put a little bow on this. You could tie a ribbon around it or something. I think it's just fine as it is. And I'm just gonna probably write up a little card and give that to her. But anyone that you just wanna say like, thanks for being there for me, or I appreciate you, I'm thankful you're in my life, grab them a simmer pot, grab whatever fruit you want. You can even do like apples and cinnamon. It does not have to be anything crazy, just whatever kind of fruit and like a spice that you want. And then you fill it with water and it will smell like that. So good. Oh, you could do like lemons or like lemon and apple. The possibilities are endless. Simmer pots are amazing. And it's the gift that will keep on giving in their home and I love it. So there we go. All right, laundry I hear is finished. So time to swap that so that I can have that drying while we continue working, while we declutter some stuff. The laundry cycle never ends. But then we'll go into the butler's pantry and I will declutter all the cabinets in there. And you guys, it is so needed. It's a mess.
Every golden sunrise breaking through the leaves. Songbirds in the morning, an ancient melody. These are the gifts we give.
And by the way, I know I talked about these bags a while ago. I'm not the biggest fan of them because they are not sturdy, so they work, but I am not loving them. They're very collapsible.
Never lose the wonder written in your soul. Hold on to the thunder shaking in your bones. You got a song worth singing and a fire to lead.
Alright, welcome to my Weller's pantry. This is like the little space between our pantry and our kitchen right in here. I have some declutter bins. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be decluttering, but I think I'm probably going to be trashing some things that just have not gotten used and I'm thinking they're expired. Truth moment, my mom came in here and she was like, you might want to go through your butler's pantry area. Like you might want to go through these cabinets because I was peeking in there the other day and it was like 2022, 2021, 2023, like whatever, it's expired. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I think so. So here we go. So in these cabinets, I have a few different kind of sections. This one actually gets used quite a lot by me. This is like my whatever eating way I'm on. So when I was doing AIP a few years ago, this was where I put that stuff. When I did paleo, this was my cabinet. I've been doing clean keto for a while. This is my cabinet. So it goes through there, but there are definitely different things that like I will get something and then it's like, I just don't like it. And I keep it in here, not wanting to waste it. But then in the end, like it expires or something. So that's this cabinet. I'll go through that in a minute. Then this cabinet is like bread on the bottom and then the rest is kind of like supplements, vitamins, things like that. That one's gonna be a mess to go through. And then this cabinet is kind of like random. So we have our blender in here and then kind of like a bunch of just random bits that really I could put in the pantry and that would be better. It's just this is like a lower area that I can get to easier, so I kind of put some overflow in there. But I would actually like all of that to just be in the pantry and then that cabinet can either be empty or do something different. So that's where we're at. All right, we're gonna do this very quickly. I'm gonna pull things out. If I'm not using it, it's out of here. And I'm hoping I can really narrow this down and just make this be what I really need it to be. Magnesium, this drink is so good and I do use it. These are my Alani packet drinks. This is like my favorite kind is the cherry slush flavor. It's just super good. These are nice. I'm gonna keep these. This is like coconut flour, coconut sugar, all that kind of stuff. I literally don't use these all the time. It's cacao nibs. And so I just don't even need to keep this excess, I don't think. So this is gone. Like some little sugar alternatives. These I just never eat. So I'm gonna toss these little cups of these like on the go. These are from Costco and they're so good. It's like if you just want a little extra something and it's only 1 gram of net carbs. And then these wisps are also super good. So these are good to stay. Nuts. These are really good. They're like little peanut butter cups. I'm not a huge fan of the Quest chips, so I'm probably gonna see if like somebody else in the house wants them. Otherwise, I'll probably just get rid of them. Here, I just have like little goodie things to kind of take with me. So like these kind 0 bars are from Thrive Market. I love them. These brownies are okay, but I will still keep these ones and just grab them. These ones are like little, what are they called? Reese's Pieces. They're 2 net carbs. So yummy. Oh, and then these, I forgot about these. These are 2 net carbs, like little lemon drops. They're so good. These are from Aldi. They're such a good deal. Little cheese crisps. Some more nuts. These I actually don't ever eat, but I think other people in the house will eat, so I'll just put them back in the pantry. These are great. These are pumpkin seeds, and they're only 1 net carb for a 1/4 cup, so that's a good one. These ones are actually from Thrive Market. So this is like a blueberry muffin and lemon poppy seed, and I'll just make a bunch and then I'll put them in the freezer, put them in the fridge, and they're so good because then you have like that yummy like bakery treat, but it's actually keto. So I was able to consolidate this a little bit, and this is like all of my little keto baking goodies, so I can have them all up here. And then up above on top is just kind of like my leftover overflow of like different coconut sugars or different types of flours, gluten-free flours, things like that. So I'm gonna leave that up there, but now all of this is reorganized and I have a lot of things that I'm tossing out. All right, let's get into the medicine cabinet. Oh, so we have bread, tortillas, this one's Oreos. Okay, so these I'm gonna see maybe if my mom wants them because I've given them to my kids a few times and every time they're like, I hate these, and they pretty much refuse to eat them until they forget the next time that they don't like them. So this is a no-go for our house. These are like rock hard, I'm sure. All right, so I'm sure these are expired. Yeah, they are like 8 months expired. These also were not a hit with my kids, so I think we're just gonna toss them. So as I go in here, never use that. All right, I know these are out of date because my mom literally was like, these are expired by a lot. 2021, 2022. And then I'm guessing a lot of these are actually gonna be good because these are just kind of like my overflow. This was from when I was gonna try to make my own yogurt. This is just overflow stuff. I would say this is like unofficially like the drink area when we have random drink stuff. But I've definitely noticed like if we don't actually just stick them out like this, they do not get used up. Ramen. And more ramen should be in the pantry. I never remember buying these, so I don't know where those came from. I do love these suckers. They're from Yum Earth. And so I will get these when I go to places like TJ Maxx. They have them on sale there, and so I'll grab them when I see them and then just kind of stock up with here. So these actually will go here, but it'll be nice to have it reorganized up here. And then super random, but these are really cool little gadgets. You turn them on, and it seems like it's gonna do absolutely nothing, but it actually keeps the flies away from your food. So they just recharge right here. So that's kind of what those are, but I wonder if maybe having them up there isn't the best idea. We can kind of move them over here. And black lights to find scorpions. These I got when we went camping this summer, and I ended up not eating them, but they're like keto friendly marshmallows, and I just don't know if I'm gonna really like them. I'll put them in my keto cabinet, and well, if I don't try them like this week, I'll throw them out. Okay, all of this is just stuff that's like expired. I'll dump that out. And then this is just like random trash stuff. Some things are expired. And then these items actually will go upstairs. I'm gonna see if my mom wants these. And that's that little declutter.
My baby, I like you. My baby, I die for you. See you, you know, see you. My baby, you know, I ride with you. My baby, I don't cover that, I die for you. I pray to the Lord, I rise to the Lord. Gonna greet the Lord, I pray to the Lord. Fatumata Jambele, everything being safe again. Everything for your Jambele, oh Jambele, oh yeah.
All right, we are up in the boys' room, and I got home a little bit ago from taking my mom to the airport. It was so sad to take her back home, but it's good for her to be back home, and it's just always good to get home and get back to routines. But last night I had a little bit of a mom fail because I finished up the kitchen and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night with my mom, and the kids got home and it was just a nice night. I have the sheets from their beds. So they all went up to bed last night and it was like, where's our sheets? I'm like, they're sitting in the dryer. So instead of doing all that, they ended up having a fun little sleepover with my mom last night, which was so fun, just like her last night here. Now I'm about to have to go, and then we're gonna pick up Kyle's family from the airport, and so I need to get this like wrapped up, get it all set up. We don't have that long to do it. So my goal in here is to obviously get the sheets put back on the bed, get everything cleaned up in here, and then I just want to do like a quick run through and declutter whatever I can. I did declutter through the cabinets, but because a lot of that was food, a lot of that was not like a donate declutter. It was just kind of like, oh, this is like a couple years expired, time to get rid of it. But in here I can actually donate some good things that the kids just don't use anymore. And I also have like a whole laundry basket of things that I'm decluttering that I've just kind of decluttered over the last week or so that is waiting to get donated. So I will insert that right here just to give you a little extra decluttering motivation. if you want it. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna get to going in here. Also, super random, but I'm kind of breaking my fast in a weird way today, and I'm gonna break them with runes. I'm gonna have an amazing coupon code for you guys on these very soon. I've been having these since the end of last year, and I just love them so much. They are super, super good. So if you're interested in them, hold out for that coupon code because I'm gonna stock up on a ton because they're so good. Anyway, okay, enough chit chat, let's go.
I used to be a free man, did whatever I did please. But ever since she wandered in there, I've been living down on my knees.
This blanket set is normally $48 I think on Walmart, and it comes in this color. It also comes in a gray, and I want to say like a pink, but it's now on sale for 25 bucks, and it's such a good deal. Luke has had this one for a few months and he loves it. The boys' rooms do get tidied multiple times a week when we do our nightly family cleanup. However, I am realizing we need to definitely put more of an emphasis and a focus on to surfaces in the boys' room. So typically we will kind of like clean up the downstairs area together, and then the boys will come up and do their bedrooms, clean the loft area, and we'll just kind of finish up the downstairs area. So we kind of tag team everything a bit. But I do think that after you've seen your clutter for so long, you become clutter blind. That is definitely a real thing. I've definitely seen that in my own spaces. Like, for example, my desk always gets very cluttered and it just sits that way. And I just like don't even notice it. I mean, I notice it's not clean, but my mind just kind of starts to look past it because it's been that way for a while. And so I'm sure that my kids are also noticing and feeling that same way with like their surfaces, like the tops of their dressers or desks. So I'm making a little mental note to make sure that my kids are reminded to go ahead and clear off the top of their dressers just to help make their spaces feel a lot more peaceful for them.
She said, come on, lock me up, lights out whenever you want, phone calls through the...
Literally, your best friend in a teenage boy's room is a garbage bag. Wow.
The sweetest sound. She said, come on, lock me up, lights out whenever you want, phone calls through the glass, waiting for the...
I used to think the teen boy bedroom was a bit of an exaggeration when people would talk about it and say like, oh, the smell, oh, it's so dirty, oh, it's so messy, the things I find in there. But no, it is not an exaggeration at all. And this reset was honestly just so helpful and very needed. I'm curious, what is the worst / weirdest thing that you've found in your kids' bedrooms? I will have to think on this one for a minute because I feel like mostly food items that are under beds or things like that, which there's not even supposed to be food in their rooms, but you know how the story goes. But anyway, I would love to hear what's the worst or weirdest things that you've found in your kids' rooms.
When the sky outside these bars is all gray. Hey, do you like my handcuffs, darling? I threw the key away. Hey, do you like my jumpsuit, honey?
Show of hands, who remembers the boys' bedrooms when we first moved into this house about 3.5 years ago? They were pink, purple, and turquoise with Louis Vuitton stencils. And then the bathrooms were like, we would call it Jello green and Pepto-Bismol pink. They were just all very, very bright, very bold colors. Now at this point, we have done their bedrooms and their bathrooms, complete makeovers, all on a budget, of course. I'm actually going to link my makeover playlist up above in the iCards right here. Definitely check it out. They're always budget friendly, and it's amazing to see the transformations that you can get. All right, I have to leave in like 45 minutes, so I'm gonna set myself a timer so that I can go through this as quickly as possible and then move on to Noah's room. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Look how tiny Noah is. I'm gonna make a basket apparently of this goes somewhere else.
Life was so simple and we just had fun.
This is stuffing from our couch, which I just need to finish stuffing some of the couches. But I bought this online and accidentally got like 20 pounds, and it turns out I only needed like 5 or 10. So I've been storing this in here, but I'm gonna find a new spot for it or use it up or donate it. All right, timer's up. And I pretty much did it just in time. I'm gonna grab this stuff out and then we'll head to Noah's room.
Do you remember when we were kids? And all that we wanted was to go outside with our friends. Do you remember falling in love? Passing notes in 6th grade.
I desperately need to get some bedding for Noah because I hate making corner beds. It's like the biggest headache. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can declutter in here, but first I have to clean. Cleaning is step one, and then I'll see whatever I can declutter. One thing, so I kind of talked about this, but the technique that I came up with last week in last week's video is so helpful when you're trying to do like a quick home reset, and basically it's top to bottom, clutter and clean. So obviously top to bottom is self-explanatory. And then with clutter and clean, I'm either going to anything that's on the ground. So like I'm either going to put this away or I'm going to declutter it if it doesn't have a home and I don't want to make a home for it. And then I'm going to clean, but the only thing I'm cleaning is either anything that I can wipe down or vacuum. And that's just like your basic clean, and it helps you like stay on task without getting super distracted. So I am going into a few other areas that I normally wouldn't go into for that, but with like the clutter, because also with that is a rule of that I made up myself. I gave myself the rule of like anything behind closed doors does not get decluttered. So I'm not opening up cabinets or anything, but today that was like part of my point, is trying to declutter. So that's why I'm doing some of this. But if you are in a time crunch, seriously try it out. It makes a big difference. And I've got to go even quicker in this room because I think I have about 15 minutes left. So I'm gonna set myself a 10-minute timer so that I have a 5-minute buffer zone. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I keep things very real around here. And sometimes life just becomes a lot. And I've definitely been feeling that a lot lately. I have been so overwhelmed with life lately that I'm just like waiting and wanting an adult to come in and fix things for me. And then I sit there and I realize I'm the adult here. Like I am the adult in the situation and there's no one coming to like fix everything or save the day. So if you also have felt that, whether it's recently, whether you'll feel that in the future, remember, you can come out of this. Whatever chaos you're feeling or whatever overwhelm you're feeling, things will get better and things will calm down. But one thing that I do when I feel like this is I will focus on one thing at a time. And slowly but surely, things will pull together. You have got this. I want you to remind yourself that you are not alone. And I hope that you know that. I hope that you can feel that. I feel like we're all dealing with something, and often we feel like we're the only one dealing with it because you don't really see that coming from other people. However, if someone was looking into your life, they probably wouldn't realize that you're dealing with all the things that you're dealing with either. So we are all just in so much of a more relatable situation with each other than we realize. But I guarantee you are not alone. And if nobody has told you today, I want you to know you're doing an incredible job. I think sometimes sometimes we are very hard on ourselves. We don't give ourselves a lot of grace. But one thing that I've been trying to do is to look at my situation or look at my life or look at how I'm doing. And I imagine that that's like one of my friends. And then I kind of am able to think about it a little bit more realistically instead of with this super high expectation that I put on myself. And I would say 99% of the time, if my friend was doing this, if she was going through something and she was handling it this way, I would be patting her on the back and saying, good job, like you're doing an amazing job, you're doing great. And so try to look at whatever struggle you're having right now as if it were someone else. And I hope you're able to see how incredibly well you're doing and give yourself that grace that we so desperately need to give ourselves. Anyway, enough of my little mindset chat, but I just wish I could give you guys a big hug right now and tell you you're doing so good. Now, I hope that today's video gave you lots of motivation to tackle whatever is on your to-do list. If you're looking for some more decluttering motivation, I will link a playlist up here on the screen, but also stay tuned because next week I'm doing a massive closet declutter and I'm getting rid of over half my clothes and it just feels so good. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for being here and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.